philsgang.com. Free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color code chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
Want good investing advice from someone you can trust? Listen to Phil Grande.
With what's going on today in the economy, especially the stock market, it gets really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. My job is to make it simple, to get through the fog. And I think I do that, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, especially why you should be buying a stock, or why you should be in the market, or not in the market, or shorting.
Invest wisely with the knowledge of Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Become an expert investor. Here's Phil Grande of Phil's Gang Radio Show.
If you want financial freedom, then don't let Wall Street hold you back. Discover what they are hiding and how to thrive, even in a stock market crash. Unlock these secrets with a 10-day free trial to our Working Investor Program. Real strategies, no fluff. Take action right now. Come on, become a Phil's Gang member and reclaim your financial freedom. Just visit www.philsgang.com.
Why are investors listening to Phil Grande of philsgang.com?
You know why people listen to my show? Because I make it simple. When you talk about the stock market, they make it so complicated. I make it easy to understand. For the average investor, the Main Street investor, most of the time, these guys, like they're talking to each other. We talk directly to you and we listen to you.
Invest better with the sound advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com. There's nothing better than learning from the experts, especially when it comes to investing your hard-earned money.
Hi, this is Phil Grande, host of Phil's Gang Radio Show. At Phil's Gang and philsgang.com, I have one goal in mind: to help you become a skilled investor in the stock market and find your financial freedom. With the Working Investor Program, you will learn what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. You'll develop skills like selling short and how to profit, even in a stock market crash. This is the real world investing information that will give you the edge to be successful in the stock market. No gimmicks, just real strategies, and I'll make the offer even better with a 10-day free trial of the Working Investor Program.
Once you're in the gang, you're in the know. And with the free 10-day trial of the Working Investor Program, there's no reason not to give it a try.
Become a Phil's Gang member and reclaim your financial freedom. Go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Why are investors listening to Phil Grande of philsgang.com?
You know why people listen to my show? Because I make it simple. When you talk about the stock market, they make it so complicated. I make it easy to understand. For the average investor, the Main Street investor, most of the time, these guys, like they're talking to each other. We talk directly to you and we listen to you.
Invest better with the sound advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com. When you listen to the advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up, or why there's continued inflation, or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
The
stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
In fact, as a share of earnings this Thanksgiving, dinner was the fourth cheapest ever on record. I want you all to know that.
Because wages are rising, this Thanksgiving dinner is the fourth cheapest ever as a percentage of average earnings.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable the way they played with those numbers. I don't even want to get into it. It just makes me sick. But here's what we need to know, what's going on with the stock market. We're getting to that point now. We're getting very close. Anything could happen. Now remember, what's holding up this market is the 2023 Bank Term Funding Program. They are masking the bad shape that these regional banks are in. They don't want you to know. And what's going on with these banks is that they are putting out foreclosure notices that are now at a 14-year high. And I'm talking about the commercial side of things, apartment buildings and so forth. People have no clue. They're keeping this from you. People have no clue what bad shape these banks are in. And that's the only thing that's propping them up. And the stupidity of it was unbelievable how they got in trouble. I mean, when Biden kept raising rates to fight the inflation he created through his debt and deficits, because he spends more money takes in tax revenue, he and his team never thought to sit down with the banks and compare some numbers. In other words, how much can I continue to raise rates to fight inflation without putting you out of business? Meaning the banks went in and they were purchasing mortgage-backed securities and they're purchasing 10-year treasuries. And the problem with the three banks, they got caught because they couldn't get into the banking program, because the people who came into their banks, they wanted to get their money right away because they saw you could go and get a 3-month treasury at 5%, and they're getting from the bank, what, 0.1%? So they wanted their money right away. So they had no choice. They were broke. They couldn't give them the money. But they came up with the bank funding program, put about 12 or 13 trillion in, which are refunding it. It's due, all that money is due in this March, and they're going to extend it. There's no question they got to extend it. So rates are going to go up. So stop listening to these fake business news networks that keep telling us we're going for a soft landing. Rates are not going to go up anymore. Everything's just fine. Go find some hill and sing on it. I mean, that's what we're being told. Go find a little mole somewhere. There you go, and sing, because everything's okay now. There you go. That's what you're supposed to do. Everything's fine. What a bunch of nonsense. Fine. You know, think about this way here. Would you invest in a stock market whose country is experiencing the largest economic downturn since 1929? Or let's go to the recession. We won't be that hurtful. The recession. Would you invest in a stock market whose country is experiencing the largest economic downturn since recession? Well, would you invest in a stock market that's experiencing a breath crisis in which 94%, or 7,400 of its 8,000 actively traded stocks a day, continuously keeps hitting new lows instead of new highs? And 60% of the stocks are below their support. They can't get up through the moving averages. So would you invest in a country who has breadth this bad, where 94% or 7,400 of its 8,000 stocks are doing so poorly, hitting new lows, not new highs? Only 6% are hitting new highs. Are you kidding? And would you invest in a stock market whose company's earnings keep declining, but stock prices keep advancing? Let me repeat that. Would you invest in a stock market in a country whose, at the same time, earnings are declining, companies aren't making money on earnings, their earnings are terrible, worse than 25 years, but their stock prices keep going up? What the hell is that? I mean, if someone called you and said, I want you to invest in this deal I got going on, and the stock prices are going up, but the profits are going down. If someone called you and asked you, would you invest in, I got a great opportunity for you. I got this company whose profits are going down big time, but the stock price keeps going up. Would you invest? You go, no, of course not. Well, you are. You're doing that every day with your 401ks. You're doing that every day with 401ks. You're going to get killed. Going to get killed. I mean, we talk about a breath crisis. We got a handful of stocks. Handful of stocks. They're holding up this whole stock market. And you got this divergence going on. It's so dangerous. And here's another thing. The fake business network and Powell, they keep fueling the stock market surge. They keep making it clear that they're going to continue to accommodate investors. They're not going to be aggressive. They're going to be less aggressive. They're going to work with investors. They're not going to raise rates. They're going to stop raising rates. And all we've witnessed is a pause. So that when they fill us with that garbage that they're not going to raise anymore, where's the evidence? Where's the beef? All you do is pause. That's not stop rate hikes. A pause is not stopping rate hikes. They're lying to us. This is dangerous stuff. Now, I'm not telling you to jump out of the stock market. I told my gang members today we're doing terrific and that we're going to keep riding this wave up. We're going to keep riding this wave up because they're going to artificially keep pushing this market up towards the end of the year. This is what they do. They rig the market to go up. So the CEOs, they rig one reason, so the CEOs get their big bonuses. That's one thing. So we're going to keep it. We also told them to start watching gold. We started to buy gold. I'm going to go over with some gold with you right now. I hope when I told you to buy all that gold that you did or started a little bit of it. I'm talking about gold mining stocks. And our gold mining stocks are starting to come along really, really well now. And the dollar, I told you, as I told my members, the dollar is going to get crushed and gold is going to go up. And gold is going to go up big time, okay? So keep watching that dollar. And you'll watch the gold miners. Don't buy gold. Buy the gold miners. Those are the ones you want. Like, for example, we bought AU, we bought GDX. GDX is an ETF. Here, I got it right here, GDX. We're doing it. That really took off today. And we got into GDX real early. We got a GDX around on November, let's see, we got in around 14, GDX around 27.69. Today's up $31 already. So gold is doing well, very well. So, but make sure you're not in the real gold. Make sure you're in miners, okay? Another one that you should watch is AU. AU really took off today too. AU had a lot of volume today. I'm telling you, gold is going to keep going up because people are getting scared. That's what they're going to hide. They're not going to buy Clorox and Coke.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners or shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. When you listen to the advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard. Things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. There's a lot of noise out there in the financial world. Bank failures, interest rates, bonds versus stocks. It's a lot. That's why it's important to find a voice of reason that can guide you through these volatile times. Phil Grande at philsgang.com is where you can find honest, helpful guidance to successful investing.
Get the knowledge and understand how the market really works.
And for a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grande.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Okay, make it a prosperous new year with Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang team. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. And we'll see you on the charts.
The lights are turned away down.
Okay. This was interesting today. You know, the White House, it's amazing how they lie. And they even got a lie about what Reagan says. Everybody knows what Reagan says. Here, listen to this. It's self-explanatory. Here's a guy, he's lying about what Reagan said.
As I think it was President Reagan said, we're from the government. We're here to help. There are resources there. There's technical assistance there, and there's a playbook that could support the.
Do you believe that? Reagan never said we're the government, we're here to help. Here's what Reagan said.
The 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Wow, isn't it amazing how they just lie, twist things around? Like that guy Bernstein. I mean, it's just amazing, okay? Now, so let's go back to gold, okay? If the dollar, you're going to see the dollar continue to come down, all right? Because people are going back to the euro. They're dumping the dollar. So that's going to be good for your gold. So I'm sitting here right now, I'm looking at my gold stocks, our gang members, and the other thing we're doing good with the dollar going down is the bond market. The bond market, the symbol is TLT, okay? That's the 20-year Treasury bond ETF, and they were getting killed. I mean, people that owned these bonds were getting slaughtered. So I said to my gangs, let's go in and start buying some of this TLT, because this thing was getting slaughtered, and at some point everybody was shorting it. They're going to have to buy these shorts back. If the dollar starts going down, they're going to really buy the shorts back, and we can catch this, and we did. And it's really starting to take off now. And my Pro 2 color-coded charts now turned green for 2 days. So that's looking very, very good. So there's a lot of short coming in TLT. You know, I'm so afraid how many people are going to get killed in these same 7 tech stocks. That's all they know. They think it's like a silver bullet. It's like a silver bullet. This is how you maintain long-term wealth. Just keep buying the same 7 stocks. You're going to get destroyed with those 7 stocks. Okay, right now you can see money shifting out of the tech stocks now, and you can see the big institutions, the big players, the big hedge funds, they're starting to shift money out of those stocks. They know what's coming, and they're going back to stocks like Coca-Cola and McDonald's and gold, those kind of stocks. We're looking today at Clorox, okay? That's another one, Clorox. That's starting to look good. You can see where the institutions are putting their money. We bought Coke. We bought McDonald's. Those are all doing good. Let me see where we bought these at. Let me go find them here for you. We bought Coke at, let's see, where did we find those here? Coke. Did I find it for you? Got the number on Coke? Anyways, let's see. We bought Coke a few weeks ago. Okay. So Coke is, we saw it forming a nice pattern, and on my color-coded chart, it started to turn green. So I had my members get in and buy Coke, and it's doing really, really well. I don't know why I can't find that. Give me 1 second here. I'll find it. Coke. So watch those kind of stocks. Another one we bought that was really good, and we're working with, that money is coming out of the tech stocks and swinging over to these kind of stocks, was another one was Home Depot. We bought Home Depot. We started out first with a swing trade, then we went into a position trade. We did pretty good with Home Depot. We started to buy that around October 30th, and that's doing good. So we're starting, you can see the rotation of money, so don't just sit there and say, all I got to do is keep buying Apple and Microsoft, and I'm going to be a rich man. You're going to get toasted. Don't you remember what happened to you in 2021 with the tech stocks? You got toasted. You got killed. And I told you then it was going to happen. I'm telling you again, it's going to happen. So you can see the shift of money, okay? And ITAs turned out to be really, really good. All right. So, which one was that? Okay, Coke. So let's see. Let me go back there in November. Yeah, November 16th is where we had them by Coca-Cola. Right, 57.25. And it's doing really nice. It's got a beautiful pattern. It's got what we call a high-low pattern, which is a buy signal, which means money's coming in. And all we got to do is keep watching the volume. As long as the volume stays up, then Coke should go up a lot higher. If volume doesn't, if it doesn't stay, then we'll have a stop in place so that if it pulls back, okay, it'll get us out automatically. That's why you got to learn how to use stops. But then on the other hand, if that happens and we get stopped out, we'll turn around and sell it short. See, that's how you make money in this business, right? You buy Coca-Cola, everything's working well. Let's see, things turn, and all of a sudden money comes out of it, and it starts going down. All we do is switch our position. We're not going to run around and look for another stock. Why would we do that? If you know the stock's going up and you know it's going to go down, you see it happening, it's turning in front of you, it's going to go down, why in the hell aren't we shorting it? You got to short it. You got to short it. All right, so the bottom line is this, that this market, everybody's ignoring the dangers in this market. The divergence, they're ignoring the divergent crises. I mean, think about what we got going on here. We got terrible, terrible breadth. There's no breadth in this market. You got just a couple of stocks holding the whole market up. And the big one that gets me, you take the 8,000 stocks that rally, I mean, that every day is traded, 8,000 stocks. Only 6% are making new highs. And then you look at the S&P, and you look at, I mean, there's only a few stocks that are pushing the market up. Okay, and I mean, tech stocks, terrible. And so we got these gains coming from the Magnificent Sevens that it now amounts to 90% of 2023 gains. 90% of all the gains. All the gains in the market, 90% came from these 7 stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
I believe that every single human being with a laptop computer and an internet connection should be required to give trading at least a shot.
Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life.
I believe that every educated individual on planet Earth.
I would recommend Phil's gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents.
Should do this. It's not for every single human being on Earth. I know this, but it's one of those things that you should try, because if you happen to get it right, if you happen to be one of the ones that this is for.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grande.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free.
What's in front of you is a life of incredible joy, freedom, and independence.
philsgang.com.
These are volatile times in the stock market.
Market's up 200, then it's up 800, it's up 700.
How do you get the facts when investing?
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. If you're confused about the stock market, get unconfused. Go to my site, philsgang.com, and listen to my radio show every weekday at 3 Eastern. What is the market going to do? We know exactly what the market's going to do.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
There's no need for you to be losing money.
Check it out, philsgang.com. You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy this stock. Then you have two people on their show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right. Follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grande.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. When you listen to the advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard. Things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So, if you joined us and you got into our 6 stocks that we stay in all year long, you got in with us in the end of October, where I told everybody to get in. And we've done really well with these stocks. I mean, Boeing, we're up big. I mean, we're up big with them all. We're up 7%, 13%. So the 6 stocks, Home Depot's another one we did very well with. So the key is stay with the same stocks. But see, most people won't do that because they get bored with them. Well, you won't get bored with them because once they go up, and they stop, and they turn around and go down, you're going to switch your position, and you're going to make money. And it's going to make sense because you're in the stock. Here, give you an example. We have, let's take Home Depot. Home Depot, we got into Home Depot on a swing trade first on October 30th. We got in around 277, and she's up to around 313 right now, 277 to 313. So it's about a 13% gain. So let's just round it off, say it's 8%, okay, 8%. And then with our Pro 2, which we followed the footprint of the money, we could see more money was coming in, okay? And a good time to have bought that was on our Pro 2, and that was right around That was right around the November, and that was November. Oh, I don't know. That was November 17th. That's right, November 17th. We bought it, and we got in that around 306, and today it's 313. So in other words, we do two things. We'll get into a swing trade first, and then we'll get into what we call a position trade. Or if everything's lining up, we'll go directly to the position trade. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you got to do what we call a swing trade. A trade you'll be in 4, 5, 6 days, and then you switch to the longer trade. Okay, so and that's the beautiful thing about charting. You're following the money. You're following the footprint of money. And once you know how to do that, and then you know how to sell short, I mean, nothing better than taking a stock like, let's take Apple, for example. Apple, I can't wait to short that. Apple, we got into Apple on October 27th, I think it was. Yeah, $187 some change. And today it's at 189. We took some more on Friday, but we'll use the 189. That's what is it? 1%? That's gonna be more than that. Now let me see. 180. Let's see. The low on that was. Hold on, gang. What's the low? 166 to 189. 13%. Yeah. Okay. So we had a nice 13% gain on Apple, but we now know. Watching Apple, watching our color code, it's going to start giving most of that back. So why go look for another stock? It doesn't make any sense. So as soon as the color-coded chart turns red, we'll turn around and we'll sell it short. So we always have a plan in place, but the key is to be successful, you stay with the same stocks. We have, every day we're in the Spiders, JP Morgan, Apple, MRO, it's an oil stock, Boeing, and Home Depot. All year long, we stay in those stocks. We always work those stocks. We let the patterns come to us. We let the setups come to us. That's how you make money in this business. You don't go and turn on TV and look for somebody to give you a hot stock tip. You lose money. You sit back, wait for what we call the pivot, wait for the setup, and then follow the footprint, which is the money. And you'll make money every time. And so another one we did good with was our Goldman Sachs, our bank stocks. I told everybody on the bank stocks to start buying these stocks. Same thing. It was around the end of October. I said they're going to come in. They're going to take all these bank stocks, and I said they're going to start running. They're going to start running them, and I was right. Exactly what they did. They started to run these bank stocks. J.P. Morgan. We got into J.P. Morgan. That was on October 30th. And that was we got in J.P. Morgan. It was around, I'll just give you the number and some change. It was around 137. Today it's 153. So that's 11% return. And had good volume. Everything was set up perfectly for it. And then our Pro 2, set up nicely for a nice position trade. So these are all going to come down. Remember, this is all fake. This whole rally is fake. It's all been financially engineered, okay? Because remember, we know one thing about the last quarter, and we know one thing about November, December. They're going to do everything, the CEOs, to get themselves big bonuses. They're going to rig numbers. It's unbelievable what they do, okay? So it's a time we can make some real good money following these crooks. Just follow the money. You follow the money. That's all you do. But come the first quarter, it's over. Maybe the second quarter. Because the commercial loans, are going to hit the fence. The commercial loans are in such deep trouble for these regional banks. And also, this whole rally has been a sham. The whole rally has been a sham. And you got, and the proof is, you don't have the big investors in this market. They're gone. The only people in this market are, we call them tourist retail investors who don't know what they're doing, have no clue. They're like cattle, like a herd of cattle. They don't know what they're doing. They just follow the cattle. They have no clue what's going on. But what we do know is this. We have a participation crisis. We have a volume crisis. We have a valuation PE crisis. I mean, my God, these stocks are so overvalued. Especially you take your tech stocks, right? Your Magnificent Seven stocks. I mean, think about it. It's crazy, the valuations on these. I mean, who's going to pay? It would take, if you buy NVIDIA, it's going to take you right now 115 years to get your return back. What are you, nuts? Apple, 30 years. And we have Amazon, 77 years to get your money back. You see why the institutions aren't in here? That's why they're not buying them. Because they're so overpriced. So move to where they're going, and we're following them. And guess where they're going? They're going to gold. They're going to the miners. We can see it right now. They're all going over to the miners. And I suggest you do the same thing. You know, join our gang. You know, just try it for 10 days. It's free. And work with us with the miners, because that's where the money's going right now. That's where the money's going. All right, so the banking crisis is upon us, okay? And despite all the repeated assurances from Powell, from Yellen, that the worst is over, the banking system is sound, it's resilient, they did all these tests, these tests proved out to be terrific, it's all a lie. And here's why they're lying. Remember when they lied to us about how inflation was transitory? Well, they're lying again. The Fed needs to keep raising rates to fight the Biden inflation. That's the problem we got, is the Biden inflation. He just won't stop printing money. He won't stop. So anyone who believes, though, there's not going to be any more rate hikes, then you got to believe he's not going to spend money anymore. You got to believe the whole Congress is not going to spend money. What are you, nuts? It's crazy. So remember, these 180 regional banks, they're in deep trouble. And remember what he's been doing, the president. He keeps on making sure we're not energy independent. That means interest rates have to go up. Okay, interest rates are going to go up. He has this wild green spending he does all the time. He now has the war, and he's trying to convince us that there's not going to be any more spending, no more raising rates. This is insane.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Want good investing advice from someone you can trust? Listen to Phil Grande.
With what's going on today in the economy, especially in the stock market, it gets really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. My job is to make it simple, to get through the fog. And I think I do that, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, especially why you should be buying a stock, or why you should be in the market or not in the market, or shorting.
Invest wisely with the knowledge of Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. You know, I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records, and the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Want the truth when investing in the stock market? Here's how.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Listen to my radio show every day because that's where you're going to get the truth. You're not going to get the truth listening to these dopes on Fake Business News Network. The other day, Kramer said, don't listen to the banks. They're giving you wrong information. When he told you to buy Merrill Lynch, remember? And what happened? They went broke.
Get the truth at philsgang.com.
Join my gang, philsgang.com. Get the truth. And also listen to me on my podcast on YouTube and Rumble. That's philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Put your money to work. Make your investments pay. Listen to Phil Grande. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Remember, you can listen to us on Instagram, YouTube, Rumble, Apple. Okay? And I do these short and I do these long versions on all of them. People enjoy them. You can check it out. Okay, I do a lot of shorts on Instagram and I do on them all, but we get a big viewership on Instagram. We've been hitting, like, every time I put one on, I get 35,000, 45,000 people looking at it, so we're really pleased. So, and we work hard on those. You get 1 minute. You got to see something in 1 minute. It's really hard to do, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty good, and it cuts right to the chase. So check them out, okay? Now, all right, so let's talk about the market a little bit. So I would start right now, take a little bit of money, okay, and let gold. Right now we got some short covering going on in gold right now. People have been shorting it. They're taking their short covering off. They're buying the stock because they short it. They don't want to lose money now, so they have to buy the stock. That's what's going on right now. So as I tell my members, if you go take a look at GDX now, you don't want to just jump in and buy GDX. What you want to do is put it on a line chart and see if you can get a W out of it, which is a buy signal, or V, which is a buy signal. If you go buy GDX today, so you're going to go buy 500 shares, right, at 31.18, you're going to get hurt, because what's going to happen, it's going to pull back, you're going to panic, you're going to get out, which you shouldn't have, and then it's going to go back up. You go, oh my God, I got to get back in. Then you're going to jump going back in. Then you're going to be saying to everybody, seems like every time I get in the market, it goes down. Every time I get out of the market, it goes up, because you don't know what you're doing, okay? And in the magic, if you just follow the same 5-6 stocks all year, and then you have a little bonus pool, like we have a bonus pool, we have like the 5 best banks for our bonus. We have the 5 best oils, staples, and tech stocks. That's our bonus pool. So we get to know these stocks so well. That's how we knew to rotate into the minors when nobody else was in the minors. They're all laughing. All right, but we rotated in early. So we did the same thing with oil. We got into oil very, very early on. Okay, and that's the key. It's called scout. You just put a scout out there. And if you get into these real early, and then the trade comes to you, now you got a nice long-term investment. You know, people keep saying that this is a wonderful rally. This is not a rally. We don't have a rally. Who keeps calling this a rally? So whoever says that, they don't know what a rally is. They have no clue what a rally is. I can't believe anybody is calling this a terrific rally. How could it be a rally? It's not a rally. It's not a rally. We have not been able to sustain a rally since 2008. When we went from 2008 to 2022, that 650% rally in the S&P, 1,200% rally in the Qs, it didn't hold. See, we should have just kept going straight up. But no, we didn't. We gave back that from 2008 to 2022, we gave quite a bit of that rally back. And then they tried to rally it again. And they gave it back. Rally again, gave it back. Again. So there's about 5 times they keep trying to get back up to that January 2022 target, and they keep losing. They keep losing money. This is not a rally. Rallies don't act like this. You don't, it just doesn't work that way, okay? The rallies, when you have great volume and the stock keeps going up nicely, you got the momentum behind it, and then she pulls back just a little bit, makes a nice little platform, and then boom, more money comes in. Yeah, this is not what we got here. So that collapse of January 2022 to October 2022, we never recovered from that. So just because we went from October 2022, and then we got to January 2023, right? We went up to January 2023. Then we went through March 2023, the banking crisis, which is going to kill us. And then we rallied from there all the way up to July 2023. But that didn't hold either. So the two rallies, the January 2022 and the two peaks, I should say, in July 2023 are gone. Negative. Not working. So when you hear how we've had a rally, it's not true. Now listen to this. This is amazing here. Listen to this. This is crazy.
It's been one heck of a month, and things seem to be going according to plan. Black Friday's strong, so the consumer's still spending. We're still, some would suggest on pace for that soft landing.
I love it, don't you? Soft landing. We're going to have a soft landing. We're not going to have a soft landing. What are you, nuts? There's no soft landing. Listen to this.
The big change in the last couple of weeks is oil.
Yeah.
I mean, oil's down 20% from their highs. And that means that the consumer has something like $54 billion in pent-up potential.
Doesn't that get you? You got $54 billion. Go spend tonight. Go buy a new car. You got $54 billion. These people think we're morons. Look, what difference does it make when you have food, groceries, okay, up 30%, and then let's say it's only up 20%. What difference does it make? You're still suffering. You got to get back to where it was zero, where this thing started from. I mean, to say, hey, we're doing better with gasoline, sure, it's down $1, whatever, right? But we're not doing better. Gasoline, since the day he entered the White House, is still up. What's it, 37%? Gasoline's still up 37%. So are you going to feel good when you go to the pump and say, oh, gee, gasoline's down 10%? No, nobody thinks that way. They're saying, I remember when gasoline was $1. And you go to the pump, it's $2.50. People are going to say, oh, gee, it's $2.50 instead of $3.50. It's not. No, they're saying, I'm getting screwed. I remember it was $1.50. But their whole job is to spin us. I mean, it's nuts. So between now and the Christmas rally in January, the first quarter, okay, we can make money in this market, and most of the money is going to be made in the gold metal sector, okay? Just like I told you before, right? I told you I sent out three alerts, and I told everybody where the money was going to be made. I sent out an alert on October 27th. I sent out another alert October 31, and then November 1. Each one of those alerts, I kept telling my members, we're going to go in and start buying banks and start buying the banks and the tech stocks. Banks and tech stocks. We're going to make money on those. And sure enough, it was the banks and the tech stocks that drove up this rally that everybody thinks is just going to keep going up. And if it keeps going up, we're going to stay in it. We're not going to never fight the tape. But we also have taken our money and profits and we're moving it. We're shifting. And that's what you got to do. You got to start taking some of your money off your tech stocks and your other stocks, right? And start shifting it over to your gold, the gold miners, okay? And the other places I told you could make money is go to the Treasury. The symbol is TLT. Go there. We made good money in that because they got to cover their short position now, all right? So we're doing really terrific with that. And another thing we did very well was ITA. We did great with ITA. That's another one, okay? That was defensive. That was aerospace defense. And we did really good with that one. So you got to shift your money around a bit, okay? And these people aren't that smart. It's easy to find out where they're what tricks they're up to next, where they're going to go next. Okay, I mean it's not hard. And the one thing they keep trying to do is keep the tourist and tech stocks. And these tech stocks are going to get slammed. People have no idea how overvalued these tech stocks are. I mean, can you imagine to get a return? You got to wait, 170 odd years let's see, I think it's 186 years on NVIDIA. 186 years to get your money back. Now, start buying gold miners. All right? Join my gang tonight, free for 10 days. Let us help you. You help St. Jude.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's the